Hi guys, welcome back to Investor Prime. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and of course follow me on Insta at Investor Prime. Alright, let's get into today's video.
Hey guys, right, today we're gonna go through Tesla stock, basically see what's been going on, especially post earnings announcement. My last video, I caught it as it was crashing and I gave my view on what I believe is going to happen, and I believed it was going to rise because Tesla is a good company, a good stock to get behind as they've been outperforming their expected earnings. I did a video around the 30th of October about Tesla, okay, because it was crashing. I was wondering what was going on myself because I've got shares in Tesla. So from my last analysis, which this is pretty much going to be a continuation, I'm just going to be following Tesla because I believe the price is going to get to and break the $500 resistance, or the resistance around the $500 mark, and the price has been creeping up to there, then it comes down, so it gets to about 462, which is a good resistance. As it got to this point, there was a resistance, and then it started coming down and then going back up and then reaching this point again around 262, and then the price decreases. So it's like every time it gets to this price, of 462, the price actually starts falling because there's a lot of supply around this price because everyone's watching this resistance line now, you know. So from my analysis, I had was a trend line, so it was effectively an ascending triangle, which from the 11th of August around 274 all the way up, you know. So every time it reached this point, or every time it reached this trend line, it bounced back up. So this trend line was proven to be a good support, okay, until it broke it pretty much after the earnings announcement. You know, the earnings announcement came despite there being a positive earnings announcement, i.e., Tesla beating the expected, the price still dropped. All right. And then it broke below this trend line, continued falling. Effectively, this trend line is somewhat proven to be resistance. All right. But I believe it's going to get back into this ascending triangle. All right. And then break the 500. When this does this, I'm not sure. All right. But I believe it will because it's proven the bulls are proven to be strong on this. Every time the bears try to reduce the price, the bulls come back. All right. So in today's analysis, I'll pretty much there's another pattern I've seen that's forming. Okay, that shows that if it breaks this pattern, then this will be a breakout strategy. It's a very good breakout strategy pattern. If you see it in the market, it's a very good early indication. All right, if the breakout happens, that the price is just going to continue rising with a lot of momentum behind it. All right, with a lot of force behind it. All right, so this is a good bull flag pattern that's emerged. By the looks of things, the pre-market price is at 440, which is higher than the 429, which was the last close. We closed on Friday. All right. So it looks like it might even break this bull flag pattern. So this trend line, which is acting as a resistance. All right. And this other trend line that's acting as a support. So if the price breaks the resistance trend line, i.e., gets to around 450 or above, and then it stays above this trend line, then I believe the price will rise all the way up to 500, i.e., it would have broken out of this resistance that's around 461. Okay? Because there'll be a lot of conviction with breakout strategies. Once there's a breakout strategy, not a false break, but a true breakout strategy, then there's usually a lot of momentum behind this move, which means that the move would rise. For instance, back in 13th of July, there was a resistance here. All right, everyone was watching this price. There was a lot of rejection by the bears at the price of 359. So the minute the bulls broke this price on the 17th of August, okay, it could have technically been a false break, but the bulls proved to hold at this point. So the bulls proved that this was effectively going to be a good support zone, all right, and kept the price rising all the way up. Because with breakout strategies, once it breaks out, there's usually nothing to stop the move, i.e., there's no other resistances, etc., unless there's another resistance nearby. All right. But in this case, there was literally no other resistance. All right. If I just zoom out. So the minute it broke this price, there was no other resistance. So the price continued rising. Price continued to rise all the way up to this point on the 1st of September. And then there was some rejection by the bears. All right, the bears tried to bring the price back down and even break this support. And one of the reasons that showed that this was a good move, and if you saw this pattern, the bull flag pattern, early enough, then you would have made a lot of money. You would have effectively got in on the 17th of August when the price was 362 and it took you all the way up to 500. So you would have got in on that trend early, all right? And you would still be positive. All right, so it was a bull flag pattern that was also showing. If I just remove these lines just to make things a bit clearer. All right, so so all the way up to here, okay? And here, all right, so there's effectively your flag. So there's your flagpole, all right? So looking at here, this is a bull flag pattern. As you can see, when the bulls broke the pattern on the 12th of August, the price continued rising. So this is a good example of how there's a lot of momentum behind a move if it breaks a bull flag pattern. Just like a spring, okay, this price is contracting, there's a lot of momentum being built up. The minute you let it go, i.e. it breaks this resistance, then there's a lot of force, a lot of momentum that will spring it right up. So this is acting like a spring. So that's why I believe the same will be true if this bull flag breaks. So if the price goes above 450 or around 450, a close around that price, and it stays around that price or goes higher, then I believe there'll be a big move that would eventually break this resistance, just like there was a big move that broke the resistance around the 13th of July of 360. All right, so that's my take and technical analysis of Tesla and why I'll be holding on to my stocks. The thing about trading is, while a lot of people are panicking and driving the price down, you can actually get in on a better price. All right. And another reason why I'll be holding my shares is basically the fact that Tesla has been outperforming the expected earnings report announcements. All right. So the values they've been expecting to report on, Tesla has been outperforming that all year, pretty much all quarters. All right. So that's my analysis of Tesla. If you enjoyed this video, and you want to see more on Tesla, you're following Tesla, you've got shares in Tesla, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you just enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to get more content like this. And also, if you recently subscribed to my channel, a big thank you and welcome to the family. And I hope you find the information that I present useful. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one.